Hey, what's going on everybody? Josh Quinones here, and today we're going to be doing a speed test between the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus and the new Pixel 4 XL to see which one is the fastest. Now, they are both running the Snapdragon 855 processor. The Note 10 Plus does have 12 gigabytes of RAM, while the Pixel 4 XL has 6 gigabytes of RAM, but the 4 XL does run the new Android 10 update, while the Note 10 Plus does not. So we're going to see if that is actually going to make a difference in this speed test or not. We're going to be testing out things like how fast they both open up apps, which ones open up the fastest. I did record a 1-minute 4K video on both, so we're going to see which one will render that the fastest. We'll also test out games. We're going to test out the facial unlock as well. Although the Note 10 Plus does have an in-display fingerprint sensor, the Pixel 4 XL has no fingerprint sensor at all on it, which is why we are going the route of the facial recognition to see which one will open the device fastest. Now, it is said that the Google Pixel 4 XL does have the fastest facial recognition on a device right now. So, like I said, we're going to be testing it out to see if that is true or not against the Galaxy Note 10 Plus. So, what we're going to do to start this test off is do a little boot up test. So, let me go ahead and power both of these devices off. All right, so I got both phones off here. So, let's go ahead and start up this boot up test in 3, 2, 1. And they are off. The screen did turn on first on the Galaxy Note 10 Plus, but we're gonna have to wait and see what the results are. Now, this is the T-Mobile variant, so we might get that T-Mobile boot up screen. Oh, wow, the Google Pixel 4 XL actually booted up first. That was actually really fast. The Galaxy Note 10 Plus is still booting up there. Like I said, we were gonna get that T-Mobile boot up screen, but either way, even if that didn't show up, the Pixel 4 XL did win that test. So let me go ahead and get into both devices here. All right, so both phones are open and ready to start this speed test. Both phones actually run really smooth. We do have the 90 hertz display on the Google Pixel 4 XL, while the Note 10 Plus does not, but either way, this is a beautiful looking screen, both very snappy devices. I have no complaints with either one, but the only thing that I wish the Pixel 4 had was a brighter screen. When it comes to the display, I wish it did get a little bit brighter. The Note 10 Plus actually gets really bright, but as far as smoothness goes, you're not gonna have a problem with either one of these, both running really smooth. Like I mentioned earlier, the Pixel 4 XL is running the new Android 10 software, so it is going to have the new gestures as well, while the Note 10 Plus is running the Samsung's One UI, which actually runs really smooth. I have no complaints with it whatsoever. But aside from them both being smooth and snappy, we got to check out that facial recognition first. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn both of the displays off here. Now, I do have the lift to wake option on both of them, so let's see if they can both catch my face here. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. And that was actually faster on the Pixel 4 XL. Let's try it again. Lift to wake, 3, 2, 1. And that was actually about the same. Now, the screen on the Pixel 4 XL did turn on first, but it was on the lock screen. It actually unlocked about the same time as the Galaxy Note 10 Plus. But let's try it again one more time just to make sure. Here we go. Oh, let me power that off. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. And both about the same. Like I said, this does show up the lock screen first and then goes into the phone about the same time as this. I'm gonna have to go back and look at the footage just to be sure, but y'all let me know what you think down in the comments below. All right, so this time I'm actually going to do it from the lock screen itself to see if that will make any type of difference. Now, if you'll notice on the Pixel 4 XL, you can actually see the radars up there trying to work because it does sense that the device is in my hand. It's already looking for my face to unlock this device. So it's kind of hard to do this behind the camera, but let me go ahead and try this. I'm gonna do it the best I can. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. And that was faster on the Note 10 Plus. Let's try it again. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Again, just a little bit faster on the Note 10 Plus. Let's go ahead and do it one more time, 3, 2, 1. And that was actually the same, but it does look like the Note 10 Plus won 2 of those rounds out of the 3. Either way, both very fast facial recognition. So let's go ahead and start with the rest of this speed test. I went ahead and set up a separate page for all the apps that we are going to be testing out. Let me go ahead and put both of these phones down and get ready to do this speed test. All right, so both phones are all set up and ready to go. As you can see here, both are running on the same Wi-Fi network, so we can keep this as fair as possible. Now, the first thing I want to do is make sure they're there are no apps running in the background. We're good with the Note 10 Plus, and we are good with the Pixel 4 XL. Now we're gonna go ahead and start this speed test off simple, opening up the clock, the camera, calculator, see which phone will open those apps up the fastest, and then we're gonna move into some gaming. I got 4 games right here. Then we'll move over to Twitter, YouTube, and then I got a 1-minute 4K video on each of these. We're gonna go into Power Director and see which phone will render that 1-minute 4K video the fastest. And then lastly, we will go into the Chrome browser, and then after that, we will check out RAM management. So let's go ahead and start this speed test with the clock in 3, 2, 1. And it looks like it was just a little bit faster on the Note 10 Plus, but pretty much almost both the same. So let's go ahead and go into the stopwatch here. We'll go ahead and start them at the same time. There we go, and we'll leave those running in the background. And then we're gonna go into the camera, see which device will open it up first in 3, 2, 1. And that actually looked like it was a bit faster on the Pixel 4 XL. So let's go ahead and go home. Now let's go into the calculator, 3, 2, 1. And a little bit faster on the Note 10 Plus. Now, I could be wrong. Y'all let me know in the comments down below. I'm gonna let you be the judge of which device you think was the fastest. It's kind of hard seeing which one was faster than the other here behind the camera, but at least from what I saw from this test, it was the Note 10 Plus. So let's go ahead and do 3 plus 4 equals 7, 3 plus 4 equals 7. We'll leave that in the background. Now let's go ahead and go into the gaming. So for our first game, we have Subway Surfers. So let's do this in 3, 2, 1. And they are off. Let's see which one will come out on top. And it looks like the Google Pixel 4 XL actually finished first, opened the game a couple seconds faster than the Galaxy Note 10 Plus, but both still very quick. But I am impressed that this one actually finished first. So I'm gonna go ahead and tap to play. Let's go ahead and go back home, leave these running in the background. Now we are going to go into a little bit more of a heavy game here, PUBG Mobile. So let's do this in 3, 2, 1. And they are off. Let's see if the Pixel 4 XL ends up opening this game faster once again. But it looks like the Note 10 Plus is actually a little bit ahead. Let's see, and almost there, almost there. And yes, the Note 10 Plus did open it up a bit faster. Now we do have this little ad right here. Just go ahead and cancel out of that. So both are ready to go and start playing. I'm not sure why this one looks dark the way it does right there, but we'll go ahead and go home, leave those running in the background. All right, now the next game we have up is Temple Run 2. So let's go ahead and go into this. 3, 2, 1. And they are off. It looks like the Note 10 Plus is ahead by a little bit. And yes, the Note 10 Plus did win that test. Let's go ahead and let them start up here so we can be able to press play. And there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and press play on that one. So it does look like the Note 10 Plus did win that test. Okay, on to the next game. We have Angry Birds 2. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. And they are off. Wow, the Note 10 Plus is actually going pretty quick, but the Pixel 4 XL not too far behind. And the Galaxy Note 10 Plus did finish that up faster. So let me go ahead and go into a game here. Let's go ahead and start this game right here. Go ahead and press play on both of these. And then we're going to go ahead and leave them playing in the background. So let me go ahead and go back home here. Let me go ahead and go back home there. So we'll leave those running in the background. Now next we have Twitter. So let's do this in 3, 2, 1. And wow, they actually look like they finished at exactly the same time. So pretty impressive. Scrolling is very smooth on both of these. Let me go ahead and press home on both of them. As you can see there, looking good. Go ahead and leave it there. Alrighty, let's go to the next one, which is YouTube in 3, 2, 1. And they are off. And it looks like the Pixel 4 XL finished first. As you can see, the video is playing here first before the Note 10 Plus, but not by a lot. It just barely beat the Note 10 Plus. So let's go ahead and go back home. And then we got the Power Director next, where this is my video editing app that I use. Like I said, I filmed a 1-minute 4K video on both of these devices. So we're gonna go ahead and go into this app and render that video. But first, let's go ahead and see which device will open up this editor first. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. and they are off. Wow, the Note 10 Plus opened that up really fast. All right, here we go. This is my 1 minute 4K video. So we're gonna go ahead and go into produce video. Let's go ahead and check out the settings, both at Ultra HD 4K, as you can see there. Let's go into the settings here, make sure they're both the same. Bitrate is at better quality, 30 frames per second, better quality, 30 frames per second. All right, that looks good. Now we're gonna go ahead and produce in 3, 2, 1. And they are off. Let's see. Wow, the Note 10 Plus is going really fast. We're already at 25%. Barely getting at 20% here on the Pixel 4 XL. But you know what? The Pixel 4 XL is actually doing a lot better than the OnePlus 7 Pro did, if I remember correctly. I did this test between the Galaxy Note 10 Plus and the OnePlus 7 Pro, and the Galaxy Note 10 Plus just blew it out of the water. For some reason, the OnePlus 7 Pro just went a lot slower, and the Pixel 4 XL is actually doing pretty good, but still going a lot slower than what the Note 10 Plus did. As you can see, it is already finished over here. Almost done, about 2% more, and there we go. It is complete. So I'm gonna go ahead and go home here. Let's go home. Whoop, right there, go home. And then lastly, we have the Chrome browser. So here we go, 3, 2, 1. And okay, that actually opened up first on the Google Pixel 4 XL. These are the screens that come with the browser. I didn't change anything. So this is just by default. So let's go ahead and go into a website. Let's see, let's just do tmobile.com. tmobile.com. We'll do the same thing on this side. Let's see, tmobile.com. All right, there we go. Okay, let's do it in 3, 2, 1. On top, let's see. And still loading over here. And actually, the Google Pixel 4 XL finished that first just by a little bit. Wow. But actually, I'm really not sure, because this little feedback thing popped up first over here before it did on the 4 XL. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think down in the comments below. Both scrolling very smoothly. As you can see, they're running really good. Let's go ahead and go into a link here. Let's see. We'll click on these right here to see plans. Let's see which one will load up that new page first. And it looks like it finished first on the Pixel 4 XL. So not doing too bad right there. Let's go ahead and go back home. Both performing very good. So as you can see, it was kind of back and forth. The Note 10 Plus won a lot of the rounds, but the Pixel 4 XL also won a couple of the rounds. So, but pretty much neck and neck, right behind one another. So both doing very good. Okay, so my camera actually ran out of memory, which is why there was a little cut in the video. But now I got it all set and taken care of. So now what we are going to do is go ahead and check out RAM management. So let's go into the recent apps drawer here. Let's check out the clock to see if it is still running in the background. And yes, it is still running in the background, looking good. Let's go ahead and go back home. Let's go back into the recent apps drawer. And what we are going to do next, check out camera. Obviously, it's going to look the same. We didn't really do anything there. Let's go back into the drawer, and then we'll go ahead and check out the calculator. Still giving us the answer to our problem. Looking good so far for both of these devices. Let's see what's next. Next, we got Subway Surfers. Here we go. And wow, okay, so on the Pixel 4 XL, it actually has to refresh to play it again, while on the Note 10 Plus, we can easily just resume it going right back in. So yeah, kind of a bummer on that one. The Galaxy Note 10 Plus did win that one. So let's go ahead and go back home into the recent apps drawer once again. Next is PUBG Mobile. Now this is a bit of a bigger game, so let's see how well both of these devices did. Here we go, and it actually did pretty good here. Opened it right back up where we left off, and look at this. It is refreshing again on the Pixel 4 XL. Now, I did hear stories that the RAM management wasn't too good on the Pixel 4 XL. You can only run a few apps at a time before they start refreshing when you go back into them. And it looks like it is true. This is actually my first time running this many apps on this device right here. So not looking too good when it comes to RAM management. Unless you're someone that's not going to be using so many apps at once, then you'll be all right. But like, look at all these apps that we did open up here. Okay, so next what we got going on here is Temple Run 2. Let's go ahead and check that out. And okay, all right, it's doing good. Kept it open up here and kept it open over here as well. We can resume both games on both devices. So That's looking good. Let's go ahead and go into the next one. Let's see, next we got Angry Birds 2, so let's check that out. And we are able to resume on both devices. So it was really just that one game, Subway Surfers, that we had to refresh on the Pixel 4 XL. Other than that, it seems like it's doing pretty good with the RAM management. Let's go ahead and check out Twitter. There we go, looking good, right where we left off. Let's go ahead and go home. Looking really good, still able to scroll really smoothly through the app. All right, next up is YouTube. All right, let's check that out. Picked up right where we left off, still playing that same video, so not doing too bad. Although the Note 10 Plus did open that up just a little bit faster than the Pixel 4 XL. All right, let's see what we got next. Next up is the Power Director. Both still right where we left off, looking good still, looking good. All right, what's next after that is the Chrome browser. Oh, I think I exited out of it on this. Oh, there we go. Still saved right where we left off. Look at that. Even though I exited out of it, it still showed up right where we left off. So looking really good for the Note 10 Plus. But as you can see here, for the Pixel 4 XL, looking good as well. Was able to remember to keep it where we left off. So when it comes to RAM management, the Note 10 Plus actually did really good. The Pixel 4 XL, the only one that it had to refresh was Subway Surfers for some reason. And it's not even as big of a game as PUBG Mobile. So I kind of wonder why we had to refresh that game. But other than that, both devices did very good on the speed test. No matter which device you get, both are going to run super smooth, super snappy. Look at this. As you can see here, running super smooth and snappy no matter what device you get. Even though the Note 10 Plus doesn't have that 90 hertz display, it's still a very smooth device to use when scrolling from screen to screen, going in and out of apps. And the same for the Pixel 4 XL. Even if it didn't have the 90 hertz display, I do have it forced at 90 hertz right now, but when it was off, it was still working smooth and silky. So I have no complaints at all whatsoever with these devices. Now, with my Pixel 4 review will be coming soon here, so make sure you do stay tuned for that, because there is a couple things that I'd like to mention that I wish it did have, or that I wish was just a little bit different. So make sure you stay tuned for that full review. But y'all let me know your thoughts down in the comment sections below. I'm gonna let y'all be the judge of this speed test. Which device do you think actually came out on top? The Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus or the Pixel 4 XL? Either way, I'm happy with both of these devices, and I look forward to using the Pixel 4 XL a lot more to see what it can really do throughout its time. But for now, thanks so much for watching. If you did like this video, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any other future videos to come. Thank you all again for watching. This is Josh Quinones. I will see you on the next one. Peace out.